Just days before I graduated from high school, I really sensed the Lord was telling me to go to Baylor. And there was a faith orientation that was just kind of woven in to the life at Baylor, and it was fantastic. Student Foundation was very important to my Baylor experience. By the time I got involved in Student Foundation, I had already received so much from Baylor that it was an incredible opportunity to just somewhat give back to Baylor, because I just felt like I had this huge debt to this incredible university that was changing me. My spiritual growth happened primarily in law school. When I got to law school, I got involved with Campus Crusade for Christ. It's called Cru now, but it dramatically changed my life from a spiritual standpoint. I headed to Dallas after law school to do litigation. And I knew that the courtroom was where I needed to be and wanted to be. And then another milestone event happened when I met another lawyer. I called this guy that I had met and told him that I was going to change my practice to a tax practice. And he says, "Well, have you taken the job?" And I said, "Well, no." And he said, "Well, I want you to come see me before you take this job." And about 6 months later, we're moving to Georgia, and I'm going to start a foundation with him. That was the first week of 1992, and that man has been my mentor to this day. While we were building the Christian Ministries Foundation, we met the founder of the National Christian Foundation, which is where I've been for the last 25 plus years. We serve an extravagantly generous God. His generosity is beyond anything we could possibly imagine. That's a part of what National Christian Foundation does. They help make sure that we're wise and even tax-wise in how we do our giving. My education was a perfect setup for what God was eventually going to call me to. I was an entrepreneurship finance major in the business school. I got a law degree, then I got a seminary degree, and then a graduate business degree after that. What I do from a professional standpoint, I can really do from anywhere. And so we came back to Texas about 7 years ago. Waco and Baylor is just a special place for us. All my siblings went to Baylor. I've got 4 kids that have gone to Baylor. And my wife is a Sooner, so we'll forgive her for that. But we both knew as soon as we got here, we were home. When I first heard about this, a dozen people came to mind, far more deserving than I would be for this. So it's very humbling